Can't go much further down from here. We're going to take it to x.com because, the internet's always very kind when you're going through a rough time. He's my cousin, Vladimir Louison, at Vlad2078. I am at Dan Day Radio. Heat Culture at Heat Culture 13 puts good morning. The Miami Heat are just one game back from potentially securing a top 8 pick.
Really?
Yeah, they're one game back. They're actually kind of half a game back from San Antonio. So if they continue to lose, they could be. I know they're one game back from Portland. That's right. No, they're one game back from Portland and Chicago from being in that top 8 spot. Or when I say top, bottom 8 spot. That's how it's gotten. Fins for to win puts in the Miami Heat officially tanking for that lottery pick this year, just so Spo won't play him next year. Ugh. A lot of questions have been asked about Spo lately, and I think he's just trying to figure out the rotation and trying to figure out what he can get going.
Yo, simulate the season, man. Like, seriously, just simulate the rest of the season. Simulate the next 15 games. Give yourself losses, and then, man, I mean, there's some bad, like, memes going on. At Playoff Book, he says, how bad are the Miami Heat after trading Jimmy? And there's a video of Ice Spice in front of the Eiffel Tower, like dancing, and that's how bad it is.
Yeah, Miami Heat UK puts Miami lose 7 straight, 4-14 since Jimmy left, Warriors 14-1 since Jimmy's joined, and then he has SpongeBob SquarePants laying down face down on the
Heat Culture goes, you must be sick if you're spending your Saturday night watching 29-37. That's funny.
Yeah,
that's hysterical. Austin at Chef Trilly goes, drink water, eat your greens, and stop watching the Miami Heat.
Wade X Flash puts the only man that can save us. Get him this summer, and it's a picture of Kevin Durant yelling.
Heat Muse, the Miami Heat can't hurt me today. And there's a gif of Pat Beverly after the Timberwolves beat the Clippers in that playing game.
Oh yeah, celebrating. I saw Pat Beverly going around, yelling and screaming. The Basement Sports puts, let's play a guessing game. When will your Miami Heat end this losing streak? Your guess is as good as mine, Vlad. I thought it'd be over by now.
Nick at Nick_NC goes, haters think if you call out effery that you ain't a fan. Laugh out loud. I'm just not in a cult with your boys. Normal fan bases call out their franchises BS. In Miami, if you do it, you're not a real Heat fan. Pat got y'all wrapped around his finger.
I have not heard a lot of people being positive about this Heat team and defending them and defending Pat Riley and defending Eric Spoelstra and defending Bam Adebayo. There's not been a lot of defending, especially in a 7-game losing streak against some bad teams and some good teams.
Heat's lost 7 in a row. Guess who's won 7 in a row?
That's going to be the Golden State Warriors.
Yep.
You're going to like this one, Vlad. From TNY at MSG. New York Knicks beat the Miami Heat tomorrow by 15 and has a picture of LeBron James going, whoa, whoa.
So Mike Dyer at Mike Dyer _13. Since this moment, and the moment is when Jimmy Butler looked at the Boston Celtics in game 3 of the NBA Eastern Conference Championship and did the timeout sign. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Since this moment, Celtics 131-41 title, 13-2 versus Miami. The Heat 79-85, 3-11 in the playoff. Jimmy's gone, and 2-13 versus the Celtics.
Yeah, the numbers don't lie. I think Ben Hoenick at Ben_Hoenick, he's frustrated, but at the same time asking a kind of honest question: are the Heat the worst team in the NBA now? ?
Matt Miller with 3 T's. Who built this sorry-ass team? You guys lose Jimmy and all of a sudden became one of the worst teams in the NBA. People always trying to hype up Hero and Bam, but without Jimmy, they are terrible. Who cares if they put up lame numbers if they lose every game, every time? If they lose almost every game. Who cares if they put up garbage time numbers? That's what they basically say.
Hot Hoops tweets, the Miami Heat are down 32. This was last night, and it has a tank sliding on ice. It's like, oh, man.
Damn, Miami Heat. The Miami Heat do not play basketball today. Enjoy your Sunday, everyone.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeesh.
Oh man. Yeah, that's the truth is we're one game or one game back from Portland and Chicago from being a top 8 possible pick.
Damn, Sam. It's hard times, babe.
Ooh, man. One.
It's so bad that our boy Ethan said he's lost count. Like it's our boy Ethan Skolnick at five Reasons Sports. He's like, it's so bad with the Heat right now that they've lost count.
How do you feel? 305-567-0560. You can also jump on the YouTube and Twitch and put your comments. Mr. Olowisin says the Miami Heat team are beat poor. They don't have any business with winning. It's just people are frustrated, man. Ooh, Playbook Sports at Playbook Sports SN. Listen to this. This isn't exciting at all. The Miami Heat loss last night was their 7th loss this season by 19 or more points. They now have 21 double-digit losses this season.
At 1998, Srikrishna, Miami have lost 7 straight. Laugh out loud. Bam and Tyler are booty cheeks. Meanwhile, with Butler's Warriors on the roll since the trade. Pat Riley and they put clown emoji.
Oh my goodness. But man, look, that stat right there. 7th loss this season by 19 or more points, and they now have 21 double-digit losses this season. That means I don't have to spell it out for you what that means. That's just not very good. 305-567-0560 is the number to text in if you want to say something. Also, you can jump in our YouTube and Twitch. I know the YouTube and Twitch has been going strong these past couple of minutes. Heat Cult saying the detour is the lottery. Oh, man. It feels rough, man.
Locked on Heat. Hustle plays used to be the standard in Miami. Now it's the exception.
Eric Spoelstra last night was saying we are desperate souls for one win. One win, Vlad. Not desperate souls for a 1 seed or a 5 seed or even a 6 seed or one win. He said we just want one win. Andrew Wiggins saying we're going to get over the hump, and when we do, we'll be where we need to be. No, not if you keep losing. You're not going to be anywhere. Ugh. Goodness.
Chalmers Burner, the Miami Heat is in serious need of new management ownership. I don't know about all of that.
No.
I don't know about all of that.
We're down now, and I understand being down now, but it's just, man. This one kind of encapsulates a little bit of everything. Platinum Sword says it. Can't defend playing like booty juice.
They be calling them booty cheeks and booty juice. Like that's
because it's nasty.
That's nasty work when they calling you booty, boy. David Biddle, the Heat propagandist, told us to get Jimmy out of here and we would be better off once he was gone. They also said Jimmy was washed and not worth paying the extension. Miami should have done right by Jimmy and give him the extension during the last offseason. We wouldn't be here now. Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, but looking at it with 2020 vision, maybe should have just given Jimmy that extension, man.
Napster P. Again, Jimmy's not a member of the Miami Heat. Why we continue to berate and throw shots at this man?
I'm not throwing shots at Jimmy.
I'm just saying. Why didn't you just say the Warriors are 14-1 with Jimmy? I guess he was taking a shot at Barry Jackson because Barry Jackson commented that, remember the cut we played of Andrew Wiggins of once again, we'll get over the hunt. We're going to be right there. And, fans are just, they don't want to hear that, standard sports cliche answers. They want to know, like, they want bodies.
Yes.
For a lack of a better term.
They want transparency. They want transparency. They want honesty. I mean, Spo is pretty honest. We're desperate souls for one win, just a win.
Damn, what would you do for that one win? Like, he looks like he'll do anything.
He has had the,
wow.
He has not enjoyed this season. I mean, I don't know him personally, and he hasn't exactly said it, but he has not looked like he's enjoyed this season at all. At Heat versus Haters, this was funny. He or she posted it yesterday. The Miami Heat play basketball tonight, and it's a meme of a guy putting a gun in his mouth. That's what it's come down to this season. Oh my goodness. That's what it's come down to.
Fans are done. The fans are done with it. Like, fans don't like this. And I get it. When you're talking about standard, your standard over the last 20 years have been the Heat being one of the best organizations. not only in the NBA, just overall in sports.
Even most of their bad years were okay years.
Dude, like everybody still reveres that 11-30 start and then 30-11 finish, that 41-41.
right.
Because most teams would give up, they didn't. So that's why you hold them to the standard. But when you see that standard, maybe the standard is there. It's just that they're not talented. And before, even when they didn't have talent, they overcame. There was something. You don't have a Max Strus right now or Gabe Vincent, a guy like that, right? Where you think, you see, I mean, that, and it's, part of it's their fault because they were always able to find that player. In Pat Riley's years running this team, there's always been an Ike Austin. There's always been a just a guy who had to go all around the world to get to the NBA. And then when he finally got with this team, the team utilized or maximized his potential, his talent, and they were able to succeed. Gabe Vincent did that, and now he's actually performing good with the Lakers. Max Strus, he did that. We all questioned him, but look what he's doing for the Cavaliers. Caleb Martin, you don't got that anymore. Haywood Highsmith is not Caleb Martin, guy.
No.
He's not.
He's not.
He's not.
He's not. And if anybody says that Haywood Highsmith is Caleb Martin, and I can't even believe I'm comparing these two guys. I'm just right now. And I mean, not only are you kind of lacking talent, you're also lacking execution right now, maybe lacking a little bit of luck. And all that starts to just pile on you.
Because, he's right, though. Like, when you think about it, he's right. Even if they play their damnedest, that's not necessarily mean they're going to win. Before, if they play their damnedest, you're getting smacked by 20.
I would never thought I would hear Eric Spoelstra say, we need to play to a certain standard, and sometimes that standard won't be enough to win. I never thought, and I understand what he's saying. We need to play at a certain effort level. But he's even saying now, like, even sometimes our best effort's not going to be enough to win. This is Miami Heat culture. This is Eric Spoelstra. This is Pat Riley.
You better not raise no ticket prices. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? You can't come to this fan base and it's like, yeah, we're going to raise up this. Nah, man. And the moves that they're trying to make, I'm sorry. I think he's one of the coldest players ever. But 38-year-old Kevin Durant ain't the same like 28-year-old Kevin Durant.
He can still put up numbers, but they're not
put up numbers. But
impactful.
here's the thing: if you're not a talented team and he's putting up those numbers, it's going to end up the same way it ended up in Brooklyn and the same way it ended up in Phoenix. He needs talent around him. That's what Jimmy was saying. Jimmy saw it. Jimmy's like, look, we're good, but we need some talent. That's why he pushed for Dame. The other moves he pushed for weren't so good as well. Kyle Lowry, Terry Rozier. But still, nonetheless, he knew that the team was lacking in areas. They need an overall. Like, who your two main guys are. It's Bam and Tyler.
That's who you've ridden with.
And Khalil. You got to put Khalil there. But if Khalil is part of a package to get somebody, you might have to move him.
You might have to move him.
But those are the two. All right, cool. Now what are you going to do with those two?
Now you have to put complementary pieces around Bam and Tyler. Where their deficiencies are, you have to find someone that can fill those deficiencies. Don't just get someone that's just like them. The whole thing is put Khalil in the center so Bam can be free to do what he wants to do. Okay, that's looking for a complementary piece. You need to fill the gaps of the players that are your cornerstones.
People are, messaging. We've been trying to patch the holes to the sinking ship, since we tried to make Dion Waiters a number one option. Time to rebuild. That's from JoJo. Yeah, if you're trying to plug holes, after a while, it's just too many holes. Can't plug them all.
Josiah James saying Davion Mitchell is the most Heat culture player on the team right now. He's had a rough time going. He's had a rough go. I'm sorry. He hit an A3 last night, a wide open top of the key in rhythm 3, and that was it. Oh, he picks up full court on defense. I mean, come on.
I think he said Heat cult Godfather Pat has a second act. I don't know. This is looking like more like Godfather Part 3. This is looking more like Godfather Part 3 than the second one.
Let's try to stop the bleeding tomorrow. Madison Square Garden, 7:30 against the New York Knicks. See if this team can play to their standard and if that standard can be good enough.